After a bad car accident, I asked her to pick me up from the ER. She replied, "Sorry, I'm at lunch with my male best friend. Can't just leave." I texted, "Okay." What the police officer told her when they approached her table at the restaurant changed everything about her dinner with her friend. You learn a lot about people in a crisis. I know this because I'm a paramedic. I see people on the worst day of their lives every single day. I see how they react, how they treat each other when the sirens are wailing and the world is falling apart. I've seen strangers hold hands with the dying. I've seen husbands weep over their injured wives. I've seen the absolute best of humanity in the absolute worst of times. And then there was my girlfriend Kate in a car accident that showed me the absolute truth of her character. We had been together for 2 years. We lived in my apartment, a place I'd worked my tail off to afford. On the surface, things were good. She was fun, beautiful, and the life of every party. I was the quiet, stable one. I thought we were a good match. I provided the calm, and she provided the excitement. The only real point of friction was her male best friend, a guy named Julian. Julian was a trust fund kid who worked as a consultant, which seemed to mean he had lunch at expensive restaurants 4 times a week and offered unsolicited advice. Kate and Julian were inseparable. Their bond was, as she always described it, special. They had inside jokes I was never a part of, and their text conversations were constant and secretive. I'm not a jealous guy by nature. My job has taught me to be calm under pressure, but the closeness between them always felt off. It felt like I was the third wheel in their 2-person story. Still, I trusted her. I chose to believe her when she said they were just friends. That trust was violently and permanently shattered last Tuesday. I was on my way home from a long shift. It was raining hard. A kid in a souped-up Civic ran a red light and T-boned me right in the driver's side door. It was a brutal impact. The world was a chaotic mess of screeching metal, shattering glass, and the sickening crunch of my car folding in around me. The next thing I remember is my colleagues, my fellow paramedics, pulling me out of the wreckage. I was strapped to a backboard, my head was pounding, and my left arm was definitely broken. As they were loading me into the ambulance, a police officer I knew, a good cop named Dave, leaned in. "Hey, man," he said, his face grim. "Your car is totaled. We're having it towed. We need an emergency contact to notify about the accident and the vehicle's location. Who do you want us to call?" My girlfriend Kate, I managed to say through the pain. I gave him her number. The ride to the ER was a blur. They cut my uniform off me, pumped me full of painkillers, and started running tests. X-rays confirmed it, a clean break in my left humerus and a moderate concussion. No internal bleeding, thank God. I was beaten up, bruised from head to toe, but I was going to be okay. After about an hour, a nurse came in. "We've tried calling your emergency contact, Kate, a few times," she said. "No answer. Is there someone else we can call?" My heart sank. No answer? I knew exactly where she was. It was Tuesday. Tuesday was her standing long lunch day with Julian. I pulled out my phone with my good hand. My screen was shattered, but it still worked. I sent her a text. "Hey, I've been in a bad car accident. I'm in the ER at St. Mary's. My arm is broken. Can you come pick me up? Car is totaled." I waited. A few minutes later, the 3 little dots appeared. Then her reply. It was a message that would change the entire course of my life. "Kate, OMG, that's awful. So sorry to hear that, but I'm actually in the middle of a really important lunch with Julian right now. Can't just leave.